All right, guys, I wanted to give you a little tutorial on how to use Coggle. When you get in here on Wednesday to start looking at your final project, you'll see this slideshow, a link to Coggle, and there'll also be a link to this video, but since I'm creating it right now, obviously it's not going to be there at this time. So first you want to make sure that you look at all of the requirements. All trimester we've been talking about characters, and what it means to develop a character. And even directors have to think about that. It's not just an actor's job. When you're directing a play, film, or TV show, you have to consider things like acting ability, the look of the performer, sound design, costume design, set design. All of those things come together, to build your team and to have your vision created. And so you have to think about who's going to be able to play that part the best. To get a better understanding of this, to give you a new way to look at it, we're going to create character maps. You're going to use the tools that you've gained in the class, just in a slightly different way. You're going to pick either a play, film, or TV show of your choice, and whatever show you pick, it has to be school appropriate. It can be your favorite, but I'll be honest with you, I would pick something that you like and you're very familiar with, but maybe not your favorite. Sometimes when it's the favorite, it's kind of difficult for folks to let go of the original vision for it. That's because that's their favorite. So you might want to steer clear of that, but it should definitely be school appropriate. And you're going to create a character map. So you're going to go to this particular website, which I'm going to show you in a minute. You're going to create an account. And then the website allows you to create mind maps. It gives you other options, but you want to go with mind map. And in this case, we're going to use that to create your character maps for whatever play, film, or TV show you pick. So your Coggle character map should include the following: all major characters and how they connect with each other. Now, sometimes people have a hard time with figuring out what a major character is. What I mean by that is these are people that further the plot. They're important enough that they actually impact the plot in some major way. If they're just a waiter that brings in somebody's soda, no, they're not somebody you need to worry about. But if they are furthering the plot, then you need to be talking about them on your character map. For each character, you're going to need a picture of the actor that you think could play them in a film version of the story with an explanation of why you chose them. It cannot be the same person that already plays them. Like if you pick Twilight, you can't have Robert Pattinson playing Edward because he already does that. You need to think of someone else that would embody that character even better if you can't pick a different show. Easy peasy. And then after you've got your picture, your explanation for why you chose them, you need a YouTube link for each character that leads to a song that would symbolize their personality. Something that shows me who they are. When we were talking about developing characters as actors, there were a lot of questions you had to answer. And I even told you, like, when you're developing one in a show, a lot of times you'll be asked questions like this, like, what's their favorite song? What's their favorite ice cream? As the director, you would need to know that. Okay, so anywho, I'm gonna go back to Google and I'm gonna click on this link, and that's gonna take you to Coggle, or you can click on the little icon that was below. I already have an account, so it's gonna be a little bit easier for me. You'll have to set yours up. Like I said, I sign in with Google because it's easier, and to be honest, I don't remember my password, so it's whatever. But hey, that's a lot of us. It's hard to remember all the passwords we have. Now you can see that I already have some different maps. I'm going to show you a sample. This was something I made a long time ago, back when I used to teach freshmen. And this is for Romeo and Juliet. So like right here, I have a video. It's actually the trailer for the show. I like the modern version, so I used pictures of the modern characters. And I don't even remember how I used it, but at the time, I think it was just to help folks to piece everybody together. But you can see I have pictures, who they are. You can get more descriptive, and you guys will get more descriptive with yours. Now, let me show you how to actually make one. So you go to Create Diagram. And then when it pulls up, all you got's that doodad in the middle. So let's see. I'm going to put awesome stuff because that's what I'm going to call mine. And you can include, other, an image here that you think represents the show. You can have a link that leads to music that represents the show. It's up to you. So I have my title, and then you have other options in the box. That's why I said you could add those. You can change your text formatting, add your link to a website, upload an image, and then this one is to search for icons. Okay. One thing that is going to be your friend when you use this website, I use this too, so it doesn't mean anything bad because you have to use it, is when you push on this, it tells you what all kinds of stuff you can do. Now, there are some features that you have to pay for. We don't want any of that. You don't have to be that fancy. I'm not asking you to pay money for stuff, but this does tell you how to do things. I'm going to go over a few things, but this will actually tell you anything if you forget, or if there may be some things you want to do that maybe I forget to mention, and that's okay. So to add stuff on, you just click and boom, you've got something added on there, um, a little branch added onto your little tree. And then you can add them on every side if you want to. And you can, let's see, add on from there. So I could have like stuff here, I could have stuff here, and you can, oops, did not mean to do that. You can move your whole thing around. You can move your actual little doodads around when you click up there in that area. Now, if I want to get rid of one of these, I hover, hit Control, see how the X moves, and then click my mouse and it goes away. Okay. Now, say I want to use this one. So first, let's say I want to add a picture. To do that, you're going to have to download your pictures. So I'm going to go with something I know is safe. Go to Google Images. Since we've been studying puppetry in the past, I'm going to pick a random picture of Grover because I feel like it. Okay, that one looks peachy to me. So I'm going to click on it, go to Save Image As. Just like with Animoto, if it has JPG or JPEG, leave it be. It's downloaded, so now I can add this image in. So I'm going to go to Upload an Image, go to Grover, go to Open. Now I've got Grover's picture there. And when I click off of the box, it shows it. Now, sometimes it doesn't always show when you click off the box. It'll just have a box there. But if there's a box there, that means your stuff is there. Okay, so don't panic if you can't see Grover immediately. Okay, and let's say I want to add something in. I'll be like, Grover is awesome. And now I want to add in some theme music. So I'm going to click that to link a website. And see how it's got awesome in the little brackets? That means it's going to link it to that word. And let me find YouTube. I already have this pulled up to make it easier. So I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to paste it in the highlighted portion. Now I have a link. So I can click on this and it's going to give me a link and I can go to that and it'll show his theme song. Like, you're going to have more information, but that's a basic rundown of how you can do it. It's pretty easy stuff. Excuse me. How you organize them on here is up to you. Some characters are going to, like, say, link to each other. Like, you might have Grover and Kermit over here, but maybe Big Bird and Snuffleupagus there. It's up to you. You can add even more branches here. I could add another one out there like I showed you over here. You got options, and you can always move. Hang on, let me get a hold of it. You can move this stuff around. Might be easier to move Grover down. That's the one thing I struggle with, is getting at the right spot to move the little doodads, but it's not really that difficult. There you go. Once you get a hold of it, so I can move it out that way. That way you can place things so that anybody can see them. Now, when you're done and you're ready to put your stuff on Google Classroom, notice these icons up here. So you've got, this says present this Coggle, share this Coggle, download this Coggle, and so on. Now you can download it and then upload it into Google Classroom just like you would any other document. You can also click here and share, and if you want it to where anybody can see it, you do, so I can see it. You put yes. Let's see. You want a new link, and then you'll copy that link and you can put it when you go to add your assignment on Classroom, you would copy and paste that link under link and then turn in. So either one is fine. You can share it in that way, or you can download it and then upload it. Either would be fine with me. If you have questions, if you are stressed, and you need some help with some things to do with Coggle, remember, you can't always look here, but you can always ask me for help. But you gotta make sure that you're thinking of being original when you're picking your show, picking your characters, giving me your explanation. Think back to what we talked about when it comes to building a character. Why would it be a good idea to pick these folks to be your characters on your map? Okay? And that's the end of it.